Hey, Kerri, it's Scott. Hey, listen, I know you offered to help, and I actually really could use it, and maybe we can get the whole team to help because it's a great project, but it is enormous. And I just think that if we really got the branches this information quickly and got them to prepare, and then had Todd and Mary Lynn hold them accountable to this, it's going to really help our team. But how I'm creating these branch videos, I'm going to kind of walk you through it really quickly, and then we can ask questions or whatever on Monday. But boy, it would be really helpful if everybody could kind of take a branch and help me get this thing knocked out. So here's the information that I have. This incoming tab here has everything on it, right? So this is all offices, and if we go in here, and I'll send you one that's already been sorted. So if we go in here and sort it, then you have it by office. I've already done Alexandria, and I've already got one started for Annapolis. So let's kill out all of the Alexandrias and all the Annapolises. Who's going to be next? Centerville, probably. So everything's been color-coded and done already. Okay, so there's everything through Annapolis, and here's all the biz devs, so I'm going to kill those too. Going to delete those, and they're out. Now I've got Centerville's, and I'm scrolling down, and now I've passed Centerville, so let's go back, Centerville, and now come over here to 838. Hold the button down to do that. I'm assuming everybody knows that, but hold the button down, scroll down, and now I'm going to just kill everything else that's in the spreadsheet so that we'll have only Centerville that we're looking at. Okay, so I hit delete. You got to hit delete up here. Don't hit the delete button because all the formatting will stay in there. So hit the delete button up top, and now you have just the Centerville stuff. I'm going to need to do the exact same thing. There's all pendings and finals. So the exact same thing is going to need to be done for each of these tabs here so that only the Centerville information is sitting there. But let's start with what we're going to do with the incoming. So now I go here, right? I go up top. Once I have just Centerville's information, I'm then going to sort it by last name. And once I've sorted it that way, I now have, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but let's take all of that information, and now I hit, once I've highlighted it all, I hit Control C, I click on a new tab, and now all of that information is there. Double click on the tab, and this one is oh boy, I forget what his first name and last name. Doesn't matter, I guess. That's obviously Afshari is who this is for. And now come back to the incoming tab. Scroll. Now we want to pull Rod Appleton. And pull everything that belongs to Rod Appleton. Hit Control C. Click on a new tab. Paste it with Control V into the tab. Incoming. Come over here. Let's grab Olga Aste. And we're going to put every agent in here, even if they've only done one transaction. Every agent is going to go in here. So I'm going to put that there. Forgot to label the last one. I'm doing a couple for a reason. Aste. This one was Appleton. One thing that I figured out that's just sort of easier, right? If you take this incoming sheet so you don't end up having to flip back and forth, take it and drag it down. You've got to hold the mouse button down and then drag it, and then click it here. Then you don't have to keep clicking way far back. So I want to get every agent into the sheet and do it that way. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to have to do the I gotta go to my all pendings and finals. So let's get rid of, and this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Sorry, you guys have to watch me do this. Don't pay attention for a minute. I'll wake you up when I'm ready. I'm gonna get rid of everything that's not Centerville and delete it. Then come down. Sorry. I'm getting rid of everything that's not Centerville. Okay, that's been deleted out. And now I have just Centerville. I want to do the exact same thing. Sort and filter by the agent last name. That's done. Come back up to the top. So now here's Fauci. I'm going to grab her information. I'm going to come into her tab, pop a couple down, put her finals in there. Really important. Got to click on the number in between, come up here, and hit the fill button and put a solid black line all the way across. That will help if people try to sort it or do something. It's not that black line helps. So that black line, everybody's going to be looking for it. So that would set the agent sheet up. Now the agent sheet is done and we're ready to go. So then there's this branch summary sheet, right? So let's look at Asfari, right? If we go here and look, she has, if you scroll over the buyers, down here it'll tell you how many there are, so you don't have to count numbers. There are 13 of them. Here's a reassignment, so that comes out. So we count it as 12. Okay. Here's the listings. There are 8, and there's a lead router buyer in here. So we're going to go into the branch summary, and for Fari, we're going to say, now I forget the numbers. Asfari was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 1, and 13 minus this one is 12. So 12, 8, and 1. Come in, record it, and say, okay, she has 12 total buyers, 8 total sellers, 1 total lead router buy, and that's it. Now I go back to Safari, scroll down, and see she has 1, 2, 3 buyers and 1 list. So we're going to go into the branch summary, and we're going to say she's got 3 buyers sold, 1 listed, nothing else, so we're done with the Safari, right? If we have an agent, I'm not going to do it, but I just want to show you. If I go in for my incomings and find an agent that's doing, so here's my lead router business. If it says lead router on there, then I obviously want to put it under the right heading for either lead router buy or lead router sell. If I come further down, these rentals, where are they? There's rent, lead router rent. So here's one right here. So you're going to look right into the status. So lead router rent, so there are 1, 2, 3 for Alan Hahn, and here's one that actually rented. So Alan would be 3 opportunities, and then you would record 1 under rent, because in our sheet, in our branch summary sheet, all the way over here are the rentals. So those go in as well. Guys, I can't even tell you how much this would help me if we could split this up and get this done. So I'm sure there are questions. All of these, we would go through. The first thing to do would just be go through. Again, this one would need to be stripped out for Centerville. It doesn't need to be this. These other tabs aren't going to be put on anywhere or anything like that, but all of them should be only the Centerville information. And then save the file. So when we do it, we're going to hit File, and we're going to hit Save As. And instead of where it says Master, I want you to put in the 3 letters that equate to that office. So for this one, it's going to be CNT. and then I'm going to save it actually in a spot that I have. So I've got it in my mid-year coaching file on my desktop. Going to put it in right there. You would obviously save it to your desktop and then email it to me, and I'll put them all in. This would just be enormous, and I couldn't thank you enough if you could help me with it.